This is Matthew Brenner. Today is 3/16/2017. This is a conversation that's very special. It's between me and my lifelong Democrat father. I thought you might find some of the nuances to be interesting. Anyway, here goes. Go ahead.
One of the things is there's a schism between Trump and the traditional Republicans, and the schism is going to get wider and wider and wider because ultimately, and this is, I'll give you an example. Trump promised the coal miners all these coal jobs. But here's the problem. If you really read about coal, this is where reading Bloomberg sometimes really pays off. Just studying economics, studying current events in economics. Here's where the problem is, okay? And I read that this is a fact, that it's like it's like one-third the price to run a gas-fired power generating plant as it is a coal-fired generating plant. It's somewhere, I think, between one-third to one-half. Now, the issue is that coal, whatever you do, you can relax restrictions and this and that, but it's still not going to beat out natural gas, okay? What those coal miners are doing, the existing jobs are just for existing coal-fired plants. Now, what they did, we went on vacation. We were in coal country, Western Pennsylvania, right? And there's West Virginia. This whole area is coal country. The feeling there was that was drummed up was that it's because of those damn Democrats and their climate change that's causing us to lose our jobs. When in fact, it's really natural gas. Because
it's undercutting it, but I heard there's like a humongous supply of coal. Now, if they equip the plants with scrubbers, why is it not a viable option?
The cost of getting the coal out of the ground, shipping it, and burning it, that it's just not economical with natural gas. This is my understanding.
So is this why? So Trump is trying to help the coal industry, but they don't realize they're screwed anyway. It's kind of like the Titanic; they already hit the iceberg, so it doesn't matter which captain you bring on board.
Right, and this is where Hillary Clinton is a dumbass because she, instead of playing, the climate change, that was a really dumbass thing to do because 1,000 years of preaching by Al Gore wouldn't do anything compared to what natural gas has done to the coal industry. And Trump, right? He doesn't say anything. He might even know, but he's used the dissatisfaction of it's like those damn Democrats and their.
Well, yeah, they blamed Obama. Like even Alex Jones goes on his rant where he's like, and Obama said, "I'm going to shut down all them coal plants and I'm going to bankrupt America." You know how those guys get.
What should have happened is, and this is what if I was in control, I would have said, fine, we're only going to regulate and say we just don't want the air to be unnecessarily dirty, of air pollution. We want to maintain those standards. But if you want to burn more coal, that's okay with me. We're not going to make an issue out of it. And the reason why, I know the Sierra Club would have gone up their rocker, but the reason why is they weren't going to burn any more coal. It's basically coal is dying a natural death.
But the thing is natural gas safe? Because like with fracking and all that, look at the Standing Rock people, and they were protesting their water supply. Like, isn't fracking dangerous?
Look at the economics of natural gas, and then look at the economics of coal. The economics of natural gas is just so much cheaper.
You'd have to subsidize coal, kind of like the way farmers get subsidies not to grow things.
But big time, not just like corn gets a subsidy, but I'm talking about a big time subsidy, like a really big time subsidy.
See, I did not know this.
Okay. So what I'm getting at is these are the things that I guess if you were going to, your great grandparents ran a newspaper in Hempstead, and it had a was publisher. That's what your great grandfather did, Ira. And one of the points of pride, I mean, believe it or not, they even had a chauffeur. My grandmother had a chauffeur before the Great Depression.
And they were very independent. It was almost like the fairness doctrine was still in play.
And I'll tell you something, nobody could ever figure out their party affiliation. Now, they voted Republican.
Now, but could you have imagined if it was 2016 and your grandparents, my great grandparents covering the Clinton-Trump election?
Yeah.
That would be amazing coverage. Because everything, I'm sorry, the deep state, the media complex, and everybody else is in bed with the left. I mean, it's more than apparent that they want to shape the narrative. They want to shape our values. And the media actually is almost like a CIA psyop. Like, they want you to believe certain things. They want you to accept that Russia's the boogeyman for everything. I mean, they even start saying, well, if Marine Le Pen wins in France because she's a nationalist, she must have had Russian hacker help. Like, what the hell are you even talking about?
Well, maybe not, because it's just the overwhelming number of immigrants. You know, it's the all those.
It's the migrant crisis in Europe. Let me ask you. Okay, so you're somebody that's on the left, and apparently this is like alternative facts. The fact that these migrants are raping women in Germany and Sweden. I've seen the YouTube videos. I've read the blogs of these people that write in English that are from these countries. I don't think they're lying. I really think they're letting in these military-aged men. Let's face it, they have needs. There's no women of their own kind there. But everybody's so freaking PC, nobody wants to say no to them. And they end up sexually assaulting these women as young as, like, my daughter's age. And it's disgusting. You know, and the thing is, like, Trump was like, oh, last night in Sweden. Well, he saw something that previous night that was about Sweden, and then 24 hours after he says it, Bedlam breaks out, and they had to put it on lockdown.
Here's the way I will report the story.
I mean, are these the globalists doing this? Who is bringing in these migrants? It's our fault for destroying their countries. Anyway, it's an American, Israeli, British conglomerate of the military-industrial complex and the intelligence that decided to go in there and smash things. It's basically, you gotta admit, it's basically America, Britain, and Israel.
Well, no, I agree with you. But I guess what I'm trying to say is my tactic would be this, okay? If I was going to put an article together about migrants, this is the way I would approach it, okay? And I would say, the first wave of immigrants to Germany, the first million, were out of Syria, okay? Largely out of Syria. And what they were professional class, because they had the money. And they were pharmacists, they were doctors, they were engineers. And that's the truth. And the reason why Merkel let them in is because, now, quote, for humanitarian reasons. That might have been true. But
a great many of them might have been, but I think a few ill-willed people, possible ISIS recruits, possible just degenerates decided to come on in too.
Well, what I'm saying is, in the first wave,
right, the first wave was good, but remember, even Cuba didn't have the best wave at one point to whom they sent
the second and third waves. Now, this is the thing. What they did is they kind of, I would have termed it as a Faustian bargain. You know, like Faust was a German character from, Goethe. That's their Shakespeare. And I would say, Merkel makes Faustian bargain. And it's basically because Germany doesn't have the population, a lot of young people to support the elderly. They have to either raise Social Security or whatever. I mean, they have no choice. So what they did is they said, well, here we can bring in 1 million new, young, well-educated people, and they'll help prop up the economy. Now, then what happened is, after they let them in, it became, oh, well, that's the Mecca. And that's where everybody fought like hell. All the Syrians fought like hell to get there. That's what their destination was. Their destination was wasn't anywhere else. It was German. Because they said, this is the place. This is the best place to go. And it is.
But then how did they start taking these people that like speak Arabic and they're literate to about a third grade level?
Yeah. And that's exactly what they said. Now, what I'm getting at is that if you want to tell, I mean, this is the way I'll look at it. If you want to, it's good to tell the complete picture. That's in the tradition of my grandparents or my grandfather. You know, that was their newspaper. I have to dig through history to find out the name of it, but the idea is to get people so they really didn't know whether you were on the left or right.
That is the way I believe. CNN, you know why people call them crap news network, counterfeit news network, cable news nonsense, fake news? Because it's constant BS. Non-stop. It's so blatantly far. It's like Bernie Sanders left. Like pro-trans, pro-Islam, pro-this and that. And you know who all their anonymous contacts are? CIA agents. There was a whistleblower, I want to say, that came out. Like a lot of the people that released the stuff to WikiLeaks, those kind of people. And he said, we have embedded CIA agents at CNN. Why do you think they're always trying to control the narrative and slam Trump, even if Trump does something that's not half bad? Well, what's your opinion as somebody that's of retired age that watches something like CNN? How much of it do you think is as what your contemporary Trump calls fake news? I mean, a part of it, like a considerable amount of it, some of it, are some of the personalities more phony than others? What's your assessment of CNN these days?
I don't think, you know what I think? It's not that it's really fake news. You know what it is? It's not telling the whole story. It's like looking at events through a sliding window, and it only gives you a certain view of time, and you're supposed to judge those events, and you have no idea. You really can't say for sure. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is what I found out kind of astounding is how stupid the Democrats were in not coming out and telling people in coal country that coal was dying a natural death. It doesn't matter without or 1,000 years of experience.
It was that. And think about how much of the economy did Hillary not bother talking about with people? Bernie Sanders got people with the free college and the $15 an hour wages. Now, those might have been a bit pie in the sky, because it's almost like you're devaluing college if you pay for everybody to go. Then the only thing that becomes worth money is like a master's or a doctorate, because the way capitalism is.
If your audience is alt-right, then I guess you have to cater to alt-right. But what I'm saying is that if you really want to cast a wider net, then I think the best thing is to hold nobody sacred, to hold nothing sacred.
I never have. People I knew did silly stuff like the Vines where, I don't know what it is with Trump and this bing, bing, bong, bing, bing, bong, bing, bing, bong. You know what I'm saying? You must have heard them make fun of that by now. And Hillary Clinton barking like the dog. I forget what that was from, but she's like, arr, 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 arr.
I know.
I think it was one of the late night comedians that played this particular thing. Hang on 1 second. You'll get a kick out of this. Bing, bing. I love it. I'm sitting there tweeting, bing, 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 progressive like, bing, bing, they all hand you checks, bing, 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 bing. We had our beautiful Marine standing there, bing, 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 bing. You know, the old days, bing, bong, you know, with the map, bing, 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 little mouth open, bing, 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 they're cleaning up, it's a bing, 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 14-point plan, bing, 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 Anthony Weiner. You know, the little bing, 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 everyone's attacked me, he's gone, bing, everyone else, bing, where have they gone? Bing, wow, what a tackle, bing, playing cards, bing, 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 oh, bing, oh, right under the toilet, bing, oh, right, bing, like a rocket ship, except in the wrong direction. I fly over, drop him right up top, you know, just, bing, you want me to use the pump? Because the other one, which I really like better, they go bing, 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 it's like that. Have you never heard that before?
No, I didn't.
Did you ever realize Bing, 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 bing. So, I mean, that's something like I could see where, like, Stephen Colbert or, like, like the Daily Show or, you know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of thing they have fun with. And I mean, it was funny. Like, Rush Limbaugh, I know you don't much care for him, but he played, like, Hillary's whole rant about fake news. And he's like, Hillary, you're the queen of fake news. And he played times she was caught lying, like the sniper fire in Bosnia, when the kids really gave her roses. And he's like, you're complaining about fake news, but you like star in your own fake news. But you know what? I mean, all these people. Look, who was Donald Trump? He was the apprentice. He was a realtor. He was a showman. I mean, granted. I mean, the one thing I think he has going for him is he has exposed between him and Julius Assange and WikiLeaks have exposed the deep state and how little just the presidential gig is very ceremonial. Now, constitutionally, that's not how it was meant to be. Is it patriotic to be American and the state to want him to drain the swamp and get rid of these people? I really think the WikiLeaks exposed there is a pedophilia problem. And apparently, what I was reading, they were basically saying part of the reason they are trying to convince people Sessions is a Russian agent is because he has indictments for high-level people for child and sex trafficking. And they're scared shitless. So it's like, Sessions is a Russian. He's a Russian agent. So that way they can discredit him and get him to step down. Because I don't think Sessions is compromised. Like, he hasn't had any inappropriate sexual activity or he doesn't take bribes or whatever. So he's the worst kind of AG that a criminal could fear.
This is how I really feel about it. And I'm serious. Falun Gong. Do you know what that is?
I've heard the term. Can you explain?
Well, it's a religious movement in China. And little people, they don't advocate the overthrow of the state, but they want to organize. And it's kind of an Eastern type of religion. And Chinese Communist Party is very upset because they don't want anybody. In fact, they take down crosses on tops of churches because they don't want anybody challenging their authority. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
There's no challenge to their authority. What they do, if you persist in Falun Gong, they'll execute you, and then they'll sell your body for parts.
This happens quite a bit. It happens in America too.
But what I'm saying is, at the government level, it's systemic. They have government like that. I know, like, they say this, they say that. I'm 66, okay? I've lived long enough to know and sense what kind of government has a certain minimal respect for human life. It isn't going to go around murdering people,
Unfortunately, I feel like that is what our government has done. Look at the proxy wars. Look at, like, Libya, Syria. What the hell was all that? I mean, Hillary Clinton laughed when she found out Gaddafi was sodomized. We saw he died. That's not funny. That's like borderline psychopathic. That's what made me not like her. If you really want to know the God's honest truth, somebody that would laugh at something like that just seems like a type of person that does not belong in power.
Gaddafi really murdered far more people.
Well, see, there's that side, but there was also the side. He didn't make the women wear the burqas. He didn't force their arranged marriages. He was trying to set up gold currency. He wasn't all bad. He wasn't all good, but none of those guys are all good. None of our guys are all good.
So Mussolini had the trains run. Now, here's the difference, and this guy from Haiti pointed it out to me.
Okay.
And this is the difference, and this is where I'm convinced the American government believes in human rights for Americans. Okay? I think that it doesn't matter who's in office. Overall, they pretty much respect. Now, do they discredit somebody? They are marginalize somebody. They might take away their microphone. Yes. But to actually go out and just blindly murdering somebody.
Well, no, it's true. I mean, there's definitely a war on conservatives right now. They took away Alex Jones's ad roll money from Google. That's $3.4 million a year. They delisted National News, who's one of those people that's a vaccine skeptic. They delisted all his articles. The only Facebook fact checkers now are Snopes and PolitiFact, two of the most liberal people. So what's going to happen is it's going to be a left-wing echo chamber. There's going to be no room for dissent on social media and Google. Don't you see that even as somebody that is a registered Democrat, do you not see that as a threat to democracy, to completely stifle anybody with a conservative view?
Yes, I do. But it still gets back to this one thing. And this is one fact that I will always cling to. When you deal with these totalitarian countries, they murder their citizens. They will murder. Wei Wang, I believe that was his name, is considered the premier artist in China. He designed the nest for the Olympics in China. Okay? The pride of China. And when he protested the fact that like thousands of children were killed by shot and destruction.
Oh, I mean, lots of different civilizations that went bad had awesome things. Look at German science, but during World War II.
Right, but they beat the living shit out of them, right? And they put them. Now here, this is what. When has WikiLeaks said one goddamn thing about any of these countries, Russia or China or any of these countries? When have they said one goddamn thing about the corruption, about burgers, about anything else? And the answer is none.
Wait, who has that? Repeat that again?
WikiLeaks.
Oh, WikiLeaks. Oh, why do I have a feeling that it almost could be? See, I wouldn't believe it's a Mossad. Maybe like a GHCQ or MI5 or whatever, maybe a British op. But see, if it was a British op, why would they want Trump to win instead of Hillary? Like,
I don't know.
So many people have speculated. Is Assange a Mossad agent? Is he a CIA agent?
No. The bottom line is that they only attack American interests. He is supposed to. I went to see the movie. Fine. I agree with some of what he has to say. But then I find out he has nothing. I mean, there are, 220 countries in this world. And there's a lot of them that are extremely murderous to their own citizens. Like in Syria. Okay? Murderous and torture their own citizens. Okay? It's understandable. Okay? The United States does this, and they shouldn't have invaded Iraq. I mean, I get all of that. I'll accept that.
Well, my question is, how much information is Assange sitting on? It kind of depends on who the whistleblower is and how credible they are. Maybe the people in these countries are 10 times more scared to blow the whistle.
Well, yeah, maybe they're 10 times. But the thing is that there would have been a lot more forthcoming. Okay?
He should be basically willing to be able to out anybody.
He's just serving his masters because he wants to get out of his gilded cage in the Ecuadorian embassy.
Do you think the Ecuadorians really wanted Trump, though?
No, I don't think. I think that's almost besides the point. It's just that whenever I see things, it's just very suspicious.
Nobody's ever ultimately proven his information to be wrong. I will say that about him. Like the data, he always triple checks it.
Why is it always detrimental to American interests?
Isn't it because he got caught breaking into NASA and he's had a hard on for them ever since?
No. I'll tell you what. And this is the bottom line: is that in the fall, Germany, right? Vladimir Putin was scared for his life, and he was trapped in the KGB headquarters. You see this show. to talk his way out of it. He got out of it, went back, and since then he's wanted to restore, back, to the Soviet Union. That's his agenda. Now the Chinese have their agenda, right?
Wait, but I thought Putin's a nationalist.
Wait, but he said that the greatest tragedy of the 20th century was the collapse of the Soviet Union. It wasn't World War II. It wasn't any. It was the collapse. He felt that was the greatest tragedy of the
I thought Putin was more of a capitalist.
No. His aim is to destabilize Western democracies